Hello, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here today, and I'm bringing you your look at the October 2016 Blu-ray releases. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to show it some love and leave it a like rating. Alright guys, so we got the best month of the year, October. How many big Halloween fans do we have out there? I love Halloween. I always ask this and nobody ever seems to really give me any answers. What are some haunted attraction movies you guys like? You know, haunted houses. I don't mean by like ghosts and goblins, but I mean like if you're gonna go out on Halloween to a haunted house, or maybe like a, what else could there be, like a fun house or stuff like that. You know, I always love watching those movies, and I'm always looking for some new ones to watch. So if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and leave a comment. So let's get right into it. First week we have is October 4th. As I stated previously, I'm going to be trying to cut down on the movie purchases, at least for a few months, see what happens, but getting Jupiter Ascending in 4K, I never watched that one. Gatsby in 4K, The Forest is the first kind of interesting movie we're coming to. It's a little confusing because there was that movie that just came out a few months ago called The Forest, and obviously you could see why we would confuse this movie for it, but it's from Lionsgate Films with a 101-minute runtime, rated R. In the near future, a massive blackout sends humanity hurtling towards its end. In this scenario, we find Nell and Eva, two sisters who live with their father in a house 40 kilometers from the closest town. Hard-pressed by their difficulties to survive, the two girls will have to figure out how to fight against starvation, possible diseases, looters, and their own loneliness. So why don't they just become friends with the looters, and maybe they won't be so lonely. But this one has Ellen Page and Evan Rachel Wood. If you guys have seen this, I'd love to hear if you guys thought it was any good or not. Alright, moving on up or down. We have Sharknado 4. You guys know I'm a sucker for Sharknado. I'll definitely be picking this one up. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to have a slipcover. Somehow, in some way, the Hasselhoff managed to survive his swim to the moon. Or possibly this movie takes place in space still. I don't know. This is kind of a strange cover art. They're definitely trying to get you in the Star Wars mindset with The Force Awakens and never before seen Viva Sharknado Vision. I don't know, is that a real feature, you guys, or is that just like a joke? I don't know. I'll definitely be picking this one up. Definitely looking forward to seeing it, even though, I mean, the Sharknado movies are terrible. I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. 5 years after the East Coast was ravaged in Sharknado 3, Finn and his family have been blissfully Sharknado free, but now sharks and NATOs are whipped up in places in ways that are completely unexpected. Possibly a fan frenzy. Ian Ziering, Tara Reid, the Hasselhoff himself, Gary Busey. I don't know a lot of these other people. Let's see. I don't think they have Ryan Newman. I don't think they have quite as many guest stars as 3, but 3 was pretty terrible, so I can understand that, but definitely got to get me some Sharknado going on. We will have also from the Hasselhoff the entire Knight Rider series on Blu-ray. This one looked kind of interesting, Swiss Army Man. I don't know, did any of you guys see that one? This one is from Lionsgate Films with a 95-minute runtime, rated R. And it's like, I don't know, this dead guy washes up or something, and he's got to try to use him to escape this island or something. Sounds really strange, I know, it looks really strange. A hopeless man stranded in the wilderness befriends a dead body, and together they go on a surreal journey to get home. The dead body, I believe, is Daniel Radcliffe, and I don't know. The guy's probably Paul Dano. I don't know. This one looks pretty interesting. Definitely something I would like to check out. Purge Election Year. This is the 3rd movie in the Purge series, and I don't feel like they ever get the Purge what I think it should be. The Purge 2 came close, but it was still, you know, not really what I was looking for. Not what I wanted in my Purge movies. But Election Year, years after sparing the man who killed his son, former police sergeant Barnes has become head of security for Senator Charlie Roan, a presidential candidate targeted for death on Purge night due to her vow to eliminate the Purge. Frank Grillo, Elizabeth Mitchell. I don't know, this one will probably be pretty interesting. Definitely looking forward to checking that one out when I get a chance. We have X-Men Apocalypse releasing in several versions. We have the 4K version, the 3D version, the Blu-ray version, the Target, I believe, exclusive version with the book, and then of course the Best Buy exclusive Steel book. I did put a pre-order video up for you guys if you guys want to check that out. I did pre-order this already, and like I said, if you want to check out that pre-order video, just look up X-Men Apocalypse on my channel. But pretty cool looking Steelbook. Unfortunately, yes, that is the Target. It says Digibook, but you can see here it's actually a whole separate book, so I'm not sure why they're calling it a Digibook. But unfortunately, the Steelbook will not include 3D or 4K, which is getting a little bit annoying that they're not including either. Oh, I guess I could have told you guys what it was about. I have yet to see it. I think it kind of got mixed reviews from people. Some people liked it better. Some people didn't like it as much as Days of Future Past. And I've never been a huge X-Men fan, so with the emergence of the world's first mutant apocalypse, the X-Men must unite to defeat his extinction-level plan. Now, I was pretty confused the first time I read this. Like, how is he the first mutant when there's all these other mutants? Well, I think they mean the first mutant in the world ever. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Oscar Isaac, Nicholas Hoult, Rose Byrne. Definitely looking forward to seeing that one. You know, even though I'm not the biggest X-Men fan, definitely looking forward to that Steelbook. Gotta love that Steelbook. You gotta say it, Steelbook. What? Pacific Rim in 4K? This completely unnecessary, underpriced, overvalued Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, the Middle-earth collection, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's come down since last time I looked. The pre-order price was $600. It's down to $500. That's right, $500 for 6 movies. You're paying almost $100 a movie. It comes with this little bookcase thing, and then all the movies look like books, and it's like all the extended versions, but not the 3D versions. So I don't know. How nerdy are you? This one looks kind of interesting. Fender Bender. It looks kind of like a cheaper horror. Could be interesting. From Shout Factory, 91-minute runtime, not rated. In a small New Mexico town, a 17-year-old high school girl who just got her driver's license gets into her first fender bender, innocently exchanging her personal information with an apologetic stranger. Later that stormy night, she is joined in her desolate suburban home by a couple of her school friends who try their best to make a night out of it, only to be visited by the stranger she so willingly handed all of her information to, a terrifying and bizarre serial killer who stalks the country's endless miles of roads and streets with his old rusty car, hungrily searching for his next unsuspecting victim. So he crashes into you and then he kills you because, I don't know. Do you need a reason to kill people anymore? It's just like you'll find a reason, I guess, if you really need to. So we're also gonna get X-Men First Class in 4K, and then the Beginnings trilogy, which is First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse. But have they put Days of Future Past in 4K? This would be the time if they haven't. I don't know. I bet it probably has been. Fox put out a bunch of 4Ks. Let's see, we should be getting Angels and Demons, the Da Vinci Code, I thought. Oh yeah, Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons in 4K. Alrighty then. This one, of course, I hope this really releases, because I'm pretty sure I saw it either last month or the month before, and it didn't actually come out. And the movie's actually like from 2014. It's called Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. This is just my kind of movie. If you guys know me, I just love these kind of cheesy horror things, and I was like trying to figure out what kind of car is that behind him. It does not look like a redneck car. It looks like a Escalade, or the grill is wrong for like a Land Rover. The roof kind of reminds me of a Land Rover, maybe a Mercedes, you know. Lowbrow, completely ridiculous, and packed to the gills with heart. He's a werewolf. He doesn't have gills. Come on. Shouldn't it be like packed to the fangs with heart, packed to the paws with heart? Alright, anyways, I hope this comes out. I'll definitely pick it up if it does. Cracker Country is under attack, and lovesick dog catcher Bubba Blanche has been transformed into a ferocious cigar-smoking werewolf in order to save the day. But first, he's got to conquer a beer or two and maybe a plate of chicken wings. Could this movie possibly compete with Wolf Cop? Doubtful. Alright, Bubba. I seriously want to see that one though, guys. We got the Ghostbusters 2016. This is going to have quite a few releases as well. A lot of people didn't like this movie. I don't by any means think this movie was great, and as a comedy it was atrocious, but I kind of like the visual style of the movie. I like that over cartoony look. You know, they're trying to go for the cartoonish look, and I thought the story was okay. And I thought, with the exception of Melissa McCarthy and what's his name, Chris Hemsworth, I thought everybody was pretty good. Let's see. Following a ghost invasion of Manhattan, paranormal enthusiasts Aaron Gilbert and Abby Yates, nuclear engineer Jillian Holtzman, and subway worker Patty Tolan band together to stop the otherworldly threat. As I said, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Chris Hemsworth. They kind of make Chris Hemsworth just out to be like this totally brain dead idiot, and it's not funny. They try to be funny and they're not funny. The jokes aren't funny. Like every comedy piece of this movie is just the most cringeworthy thing you've ever seen. But the movie in itself is at least average. Here you see. Oh wow, that's kind of funny. Like, what is it mostly? Sci-fi, a little supernatural, and no comedy. And see, I think this movie would have succeeded a lot better as just a straight sci-fi movie, because honestly, if I wasn't told this was a comedy, I wouldn't think it was. So we're going to have the Blu-ray, we're going to have the 4K, there's going to be a 3D version. Best Buy will have a steelbook of the Blu-ray, and they will also have the 4K 3D Blu-ray Digital HD steelbook. I have already pre-ordered this one. I think the artwork looks pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. As I said, I've already seen the movie, and I do have a review up if you guys want to see that. Just search Ghostbusters on my channel. But I gave you guys my thoughts on it. What did you guys think of it? The new Tarzan. The Legend of Tarzan from Warner Brothers with a 109-minute runtime, rated PG. 13 years after the man once known as Tarzan left behind the jungles of Africa for a gentrified... What the heck is gentrified? Is that like gentlemanly-ish life in London as Lord Greystoke with his beloved wife Jane Porter. And this, is that Margot Robbie? Like when they were talking about all the stuff for Suicide Squad, I thought it was Margaret Robbie, but there's no other R. So is it Margot Robbie? He has been invited back to the Congo to serve as a trade emissary of Parliament, unaware that he is a pawn in a deadly convergence of greed and revenge masterminded by the corrupt Belgian captain Leon Rome. So... I don't know, is this like a political movie? I don't get it. Anyways, 4K version, 3D, and Blu-ray versions all being released on this one. I don't know what this one is. Blood Father. It's like, I'm not your blood brother, I'm your blood father. I'm super old, let's trade blood and I will be your father. From Lionsgate. No runtime or rating. An ex-con reunites with his estranged, wayward 16-year-old daughter. Well, I guess not. It's really her dad. To protect her from drug dealers who are trying to kill her. I don't know about this. But it does star the incomparable Mel Gibson. Ice Age Continental Drift. Gonna have a 4K, 3D, and a Blu-ray. Any kind of ray you can shake a stick at, I guess. The Thing, is that a Shout Factory release? Shout Factory is like releasing a lot of movies right now. Yeah, Shout Factory. They're also gonna have a Carrie, Rush Hour trilogy, and I have to admit that I didn't necessarily even know Rush Hour was a trilogy. Like, if you were to be like, Bob, how many Rush Hour movies are there? I'd be like, well, I know for sure there was one. Let's see. Did they make a 2? There's 3? I know I didn't see the 3rd one, and I'm not sure I even ever saw the 2nd one. But if you want to get the trilogy in glorious Blu-ray high definition, a fourth the resolution of 4K, you could get the entire trilogy and only $20 right now. So it's a pretty good price. I know that price was only $15 for a little bit, but if you guys missed out. Now we're moving on to October 18th, and we have the long-awaited Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in 4K Ultra HD. We're also going to have The Bride of Reanimator from Arrow Video. This one is 97-minute runtime, not rated. Herbert West and his reluctant sidekick Dr. Kane return for another funny, gory round of bringing back the dead in bits and pieces. This time, West cons Kane into an attempt to rebuild his late girlfriend using her preserved brain and body parts scrounged from the local hospital. What results is a kind of sideways parody of The Bride of Frankenstein. Ooh. And having recently got Reanimator, I probably would like to have Bride of Reanimator. Alright, Independence Day Resurgence. I have not put up the pre-order video for this one, but I will hopefully get that up for you guys soon. Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Again, no 4K included, but you will get a Blu-ray and digital copy. I've heard this movie's not very good. 41% popularity. 2 decades after the first Independence Day invasion, Earth is faced with a new extrasolar threat. Yeah, that's right. Multiple suns. Will mankind's new space defense be enough? Yeah, Target version, 4K version. Oh, what's this one? 3D, 2D, and Steelbook. Who was in this one? Liam Hemsworth, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman. Like, he's like, what, 1,000 now? Okay. Like I said, it's supposed to be pretty bad. I definitely would like to check out this one, Waxwork and Waxwork 2. I did check out these movies on Netflix before. And the first one was, I remember, was kind of like a wax museum, obviously. And it seemed like the second one just kind of went in this really crazy, weird direction. But I don't think either have been on Blu-ray before, so I'd definitely like to check that out. But $30, come on, what do I look like, a millionaire? Alice Through the Looking Glass. What did you guys think? Did you like that Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland? I think it was okay. This one's from Disney, 112-minute runtime, rated PG. Are they gonna release a 3D version of this? It might not even have been in 3D. You know, it's hard to keep track anymore. Oh, yep, there's a 3D version. And I don't know what version this is. Let's see if we can see. Alice returns to the whimsical world of Underland and travels back in time to save the Mad Hatter. Mia Wasikowska, Johnny Depp, Anne Hathaway, Alan Rickman, Sacha Baron Cohen. Was he in the first one? Like, he must be a voice or something, because I do not remember him at all. It says Steelbook, no release date. Weird. How weird. Alright, let's keep on this train rolling. Ghost Rider Collection, finally. I've been waiting for it. Child's Play from Scream Factory. Pan's Labyrinth. Is this... It looks like Criterion Collection to me. Right, yes. Criterion Collection. I think that's about it, guys, for that week. October 21st, we have that 31. Isn't that like that new Rob Zombie movie that was in theaters like 4 hours ago? Lionsgate Films, 102-minute runtime, unrated. The story of 5 random people kidnapped on the 5 days leading up to Halloween and held hostage in a place called Murder World. While trapped inside this man-made hell, they must fight to survive, playing the most violent game known to man, a game called 31. Malcolm McDowell, Elizabeth Daily, Meg Foster, Sherry Moon Zombie. I don't know, did anybody see this movie or what? I'm pretty sure this was like just in theaters. We're gonna get Beauty and the Beast. What's this, The Enchanted Christmas? Oh yes, we need the Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. Like, okay, I know they just released a Signature Collection, But, I mean, Beauty and the Beast is like 20 years old, right? Oh, this one is old too, from 97. Okay. It's a re-release, or first time on Blu-ray probably. But I was just like, why would they make this movie now? It seems so strange. What? Mad Max High Octane Collection? What? Look at all those movies it includes. You get Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, Mad Max Fury Road, Black and Chrome, and 4K. And 4K Ultra. I don't know, that's confusing. I think this last one you get in 4K and HD and Blu-ray. It's like a new black and chrome only version, which I think is probably, it says it's not releasing until December 6th, so it's kind of like almost like a black and white, black and chrome. I don't know, do you need that? Like, they have it in color. I was really trying to figure out this Talladega Nights. Love Talladega Nights. Cal Naughton Jr. for life. You know what I mean? John C. Reilly's the best, and one of his funnier movies. But this one's called the Big Hairy American Winning Edition 2-disc set. Now, I already looked. This, I believe I have this on Blu-ray already. This version includes the unrated and uncut version, 122-minute runtime. This one, it just says one movie, 2 cuts, 122 minutes. So this just have the theatrical version and the unrated version. Like, do we really need another release just to get the theatrical version, or I don't know, because if there's something, let's see, Sony Home Pictures Entertainment has announced that it plans to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Talladega Nights About of Ricky Bobby with a brand new Ultimate Fan Edition of the film. The release, see, it doesn't really say. If anybody knows, I'd love to know, because I love this movie. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly together is gold. But if it's just the same movie, then I'm probably not really interested in it. Lights Out. This one's supposed to be pretty good, I think. The ghost shows up when you turn the lights on or something. Warner Brothers, 81-minute runtime, PG-13. Oh, another PG-13 horror movie. A woman is haunted by a creature that only appears when the lights go out. Oh, when they turn off the lights. Okay. A feature adaptation of the 2013 short film Lights Out by David Sandberg. This is definitely one I like to check out. I'll probably pick this one up. You guys know I'm a sucker for the horror movies. Coming out just before Halloween. Manhattan Baby. That sounds like a winner. And I think that's it for the Blu-rays. I did want to just show you guys a few DVDs that they have coming out. I know I usually don't go over the DVDs, but being October, maybe we'll have some good horror DVDs coming out. But there was just a few that I wanted to show you if I could find them. We got Ice Sharks. Yeah, it's Shark Month. It's Shark Week on Shark Central, you know, from Asylum. 90-minute runtime, not rated. This could possibly be, you know, the biggest Oscar snub of all time. As seen on Sci-Fi, a new breed of aggressive ravenous sharks cracks the frozen ocean floor of an Arctic research station, devouring all who fall through. As the station sinks into frigid waters, those alive must fashion makeshift weapons or suffer the same fate. Just when you thought it was safe in the Arctic. Like, it's such a good tagline. I love whoever wrote that. Alright, I love you, man. And there should be the bus driver. No, that's not the one. To Jennifer? Jennifer's Body 2? No, something different. The girl in the photographs? That sounds like a... I don't even know. Portlandia Season 6. Any Portlandia fans out there? I kind of like it. I love that song, like in the year... What do they say? In the 1800s or whatever? Or the 18... Yeah, I can't remember it. I love that song, though. The dream of the 1890s is alive in Portland. However that went. It was so good. I swear there was another movie. Oh, what's this one? Voodoo Rising. 24 Hours to Die. Dang it. There's going to be some interesting DVDs, I think. But I'll definitely try to get that... not Avalanche. There's a movie called Avalanche Sharks, but this new Ice Sharks... I'd definitely like to get that. If I could find it. at a price I could afford. Well, I didn't mention it earlier, but this is actually my second take of the video. The first one, my software changed the microphone to nothing, so there was no audio. So I was set up in better preparation the first time, I promise, guys. I had the videos all picked out, and now I just can't even find the one I want. Maybe it changed, because first take was yesterday. I'll just scan them all one more time. There's was a horror movie that was only released. Oh, Ghost Team. Yeah, Ghost Team. Now, I meant to review this one for you guys already because Google Play was giving this away a few months ago for free, and it was like before it hit theaters and everything. I mean, it probably barely hit any theaters, but it was free, and I was like, yeah, I'll check that out, let these guys know what it's all about, but I never got around to it. I don't know if it's still, if it's still in my account, if I can even watch it or not. Paranormal obsessed man mounts his own investigation into the beyond with his depressed best friend, misfit nephew, a cable access medium, and an overeager security guard. I almost said overage, but I caught myself. This has the wonderful John Heder, who doesn't really seem to be in movies anymore, and the amazing Justin Long. I love you, Justin Long. Please keep making movies. How can you go from Jeepers Creepers to never being in movies ever? It's a question that nobody seems to have the answer to. But I love you, Justin Long. Keep it real. Anyways, that's it really, guys, for this month. Like I said, I'll only be getting a few movies. I pre-ordered that Apocalypse Steelbook, and I pre-ordered the Ghostbusters Steelbook. I'd like to get Lights Out and Sharknado 4, and hopefully Ice Sharks if I can find it. It's probably about all I'll get. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, show it some love and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe so you can be notified whenever I upload videos. And I'll see you guys next time.